Hello everyone. Let's provide the complete solution to this problem. X minus 1 to the power of 3 equals 27. Now, do you know that 27 is 3 times 3 times 3? Okay, if you know that, then we can write 27 as 3 to the power of 3. Now, if we equate the bases, it is okay because the powers are the same. But doing that will not give us the complete solution to this, and we need the complete solution. So let's bring this to the left so that x minus 1 to the power of 3 minus 3 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. And by the way, do you know that if you have a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is the same thing as a minus b into a squared plus ab plus b squared. Do you know that this is equal to the whole of this? Okay, if you do, let's express this in the form of this. Okay, let's express the whole of this in the form of this, because as it is now, our x minus 1 is going to be equal to a, and then our 3 is equal to b. So let us substitute into this. A minus b becomes x minus 1, right? Then I have minus b, which will now be minus 3 in the first bracket. Then in the second bracket, I will be having, here we have a squared. That will be x to the power of 2. Then plus ab, that will be x. Okay, by the way, our a squared will now be x minus 1 squared. So I'm going to write that over here. That means I have to redo this. So I have x minus 1, then I have minus 3, because a is x minus 1 and b is minus 3. This will be in the first bracket. Then in the second bracket, I have a squared. That will be x minus 1 to the power of 2, right? Then I am going to have plus ab, right? And our a is still x minus 1. Let's put this in bracket. And b is 3. Close this. Then I have plus b is still 3 unless you square on it. B is still 3 unless you square on it. Then we equate to 0. Right? Now here we have x minus 4. Because minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Then I have to expand this very quickly. If I expand this, then I'll be having x squared, right? Then I have minus 2x. Then I have plus 1. Although it should be 1 squared, but 1 squared will still be 1. Okay? Then plus x times 3 is 3x. Then minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. Then I have plus 9. Okay? And then equate everything to 0. Now from here, x minus 1 is the first factor. Then the other factor, we have x squared minus 2x plus 3x. That will give us plus x. That is plus 1x. Then 1 minus 3, that will be minus 2. Minus 2 plus 9 will give us plus 7. Okay, so we equate this to 0. Now, what can we say? We have x minus 1, right? So we can say that it is either x minus 4, it is x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x squared plus x plus 7 is equal to 0. This is a linear equation and this is a quadratic equation. From here we shall have one solution, and from here we shall have two solutions. So x is equal to 0 plus 4, and our x is equal to 4. So this becomes the first solution to the equation, right? Now let's get the other solutions from here. By the way, we're going to use the quadratic formula method to solve this, and it is x equal to minus b plus or minus, we have square root of b squared minus 4ac. Everything is over 2 multiplied by a. So our x will be, in place of minus b, I'm going to write minus 1 because x is 1. Sorry, b is 1, the coefficient of x. So we have minus 1 plus or minus, we still have 1 squared minus 4 times a is 1. That is the coefficient of x squared. Then multiply by c. Now c is 7, the constant. So this is over 2 times 1, which is still 2. Now our x here is equal to minus 1 plus or minus, then square root of 1 minus 28. 1 squared is 1, 4 times 1 times 7 is 28. So this negative is here. Then we divide this by 2. What do we do? X will now be equal to minus 1 plus or minus, then we have square root of 1 minus 27, rather 1 minus 28 is minus 27, and this is over 2. Now there's a perfect square that is a factor of 27, right? But before then, I'll pick out the negative. So x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 27 multiplied by square root of negative 1. So we divide the whole of this by 2. Okay, so I'm going to continue over here so that x will be equal to, I have minus 1, then plus or minus. Now this square root of 27 can be square root of 9 times 3. Then I have to multiply this by square root of negative 1. And then we divide the whole of this by 2. Now our x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 9 is 3. Then root 3. Then this square root of negative 1 is considered imaginary, so we write I for that. Then we divide this by 2. We can decide to rearrange, so we have x to be equal to minus 1 plus or minus 3i square root of 3. We multiply the 3 by the I, and we have this. So we divide the whole of this by 2. Okay, so now what should we do? From here, our x will be equal to minus 1 plus 3i root 3 over 2, right? Okay, we have that over 2, or we have minus 1 minus 3i, then root 3 over 2. So from here we have two additional solutions to the equation, and then remember that we had one before. So this is the first solution, the second solution, and the third solution. Thank you for watching to the end, and if you love this, subscribe to my channel and share to your friends.